right, good afternoon. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Let's go on our backs. All right, just start out. Nice and easy. We're gonna roll it on down, hug those knees in. Just give it a little rock from side to side. Now let's lift those knees up so they're stacked right above those hips. Shins are parallel to the ground. Bringing those knees over to that right side, just hovering those shins and that left shoulder grounded down. Bring it back to center. Then bring the knees over to that left side. Bring it back to center. We're going to go over to the right. And center. To the left. Center. One more time each way. Over to the right. And center. To the left. And center. So we'll lower those feet down. Working those toes. Let's pause the heels into them. Roll those hips up. Roll it back down. 2 more times. Roll the hips. Let's try to open up through those hip flexors. Engaging through those glutes a little bit more. Roll it back down. Last time. Roll it up. And back down. Let's hug that right knee into the chest. Straighten that left leg out. Pull that knee across the body. Left or right arm reaches out. And bring it back to center. Switching sides. Left knee hooks, right leg extends out. And twist. And bring it back to center. And let's just hug those knees in. Now, rounding through the spine, we bring the forehead to the knees. Let's extend those legs out. So we'll come into that banana shape, but lift the legs a little bit higher. It's a little bit easier here. Lifting through those shoulders, looking up, straight up with your gaze. So we're not yanking that chin forward. So we want that neck a little bit more neutral. Keep lifting. Now maybe lower the legs down a little bit more. 3, 2, and 1. Hug those knees. Let's rock to a seat. Let's go ahead and roll it on over to those hands and knees. A few of those cat-cows, so inhale. Excuse me, drop the belly, lift the chest, lift the tailbone. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. And round. And bring it back to our neutral spine. Stepping those feet back to our plank. And let's hold that plank. So mountain climbers, nice and slow. We'll pull that right knee in. Inhale back out. Left knee pulls in. Inhale back out. Exhale right and out. Left in and out. So let's go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Plank. And the hips up. Downward facing dog. Slide bend in those knees. Press the tailbone up. Press those heels down towards the mat. Don't come on the toes. Bend those knees. Step those feet. Top of the mat. Sliding those hands up the shins for that half lift. And slide those hands down as we fold. Then into the knees, nice flat backwards, all the way up to ceiling. Reach up tall, side bend over to the right. Inhale it back up. Exhale it over to the left. Inhale, reach it up tall. With that flat back, fold it forward. Again, lengthen out, flat back on that inhale. Exhale, slide those hands back down to the floor. Then into the knees, flat out that back. Reach it up tall, side bend to the right. Inhale it up. Side bend to the left. Inhale, reach it up. Flat back as we fold. And lengthen out. This time we're going to bend into that right knee a little bit more, twisting. Left arm reaches up. Lifting through that tailbone. Nice flat spine. Exhale it down. To the other side, lift and lengthen, bend into that left knee. Right arm reaches up. And exhale it down as we fold. Then to this flat on the back. Rise back. Side bend to the right. Inhale it up. Side bend to the left. Inhale it up. Flat back as we fold. Half lift. Bending into that right knee, twisting that left arm up. And fold. Lengthen out, bend into that left knee. Right arm reaches up. And down. Plant those hands. Step those feet. Back to a plank. Let's add in a push-up, so lower to that low plank, shoulders height at the elbows. Press it back up. Of course, that can be done on the knees. Now let's lower all the way down onto the stomach. Point the toes. Roll the shoulders down and back. Lift into that. Lift just the chest. Lowest part of the ribcage is on the mat. Hold those hands back. Pull the elbows back. Soften down. Let's do that 2 more times. Lift and dip, so pulling those elbows back. Maybe even lifting those hands in. So squeezing the elbows back. And down. And press. And lift. Hands back. Elbows back. And soften it down. Pull those toes. Reverse that plank. Hips up into that down dog. Now let's step that right foot through to that right thumb. Back knee stays lifted. Let's press those hips forward and down. And then we'll twist. Right arm will reach up. Lower that hand down. Let's keep that back heel lifted as we inhale those arms up overhead. So holding that high crescent lunge. Bend into that front knee a little bit more. Relax through those shoulders. Keep that core nice and tight. And we'll lower those hands down. Step it back to a plank first. And then bring those hips up into that down dog. Sucking that left foot through to that left thumb. Into that lunge. And then we'll twist. Get that right hand up. Left arm reaches up. And lower the hand down. Inhale, reach both arms up. More tight. Bend to that front knee a little more. And then we'll lower those hands down. Step it back. So come back to that plank position. And we're going to add in that push-up. Pause at that low plank. Bring it back up nice and strong. And then again, lower all the way down onto the stomach. Point those toes. Roll the shoulders down and back. Maybe lift the hands. Squeeze those elbows back. We're just doing one this time. Relax it down. Reverse that plank. Hips up. Down dog. And we'll come onto the toes. Bend those knees, stepping those feet up to the top of the mat. Find that flat back. And string stretch. Then into those knees, rise on up. Side bend to the right. Inhale up tall. To the left. Inhale up tall. Flat back as we fold. Hands are on those shins or ankles. Back is really flat. Bend to that right knee. Left arm up. And down. Then into that left knee. Right arm up. And down. Plant those hands. Step it on back. Get that push up. Pause. Bring it back up. And lower one time. Lift that chest. Lift the hands. And down. Reverse that plank. Hips up, down dog. Stepping that right foot through to that right thumb. Plant that left hand, twisting. Right arm reaches up. Lower that hand down. Inhale. Both arms will reach up. Relax those shoulders. Bend into that front knee. And lower the hands down. Step it back to our plank. And then down dog. So we'll step that left foot through to that left thumb. Twisting left arm up. Lower that hand down. Inhale. Both arms are going to reach overhead. Core tight. Sitting a little lower. And lower the hands down. Step it back to our plank. Push up. Pause in that low push position. Bring it back up. and down. Point the toes, roll the shoulders down, lift, and back down. Reverse that. Hips up, down dog. Then we'll step those feet a little bit wider. So right behind the hands, into that squat. So start with the feet parallel first. Lengthen out. Flatten out that back as much as you can. Pressing the knees out a little bit more too. Then fold. Heels in. Toes out. Sink those hips down. Chest is lifting. Hands come to heart center. Driving those knees out. Keep that core tight. So scooping that tailbone down. Lifting through that chest. So wherever that lowest position is, I want you to be an inch higher than that. So a little bit more active through those legs. Really driving those knees out. Let's go for 3, 2, and 1. Straighten those legs out. Bring those feet parallel and fold. Let's rise up to standing. If you need to, you might have to find a wall for balance. And hands can start on your hips. Bring that left knee up. Cross that ankle over and sink those hips back. So as low as you can. Nice flat spine. So we're stretching out this left outer hip. Bring it back up. Big step back, coming into more of a warrior, not more of a, we are coming into a warrior one stance. Back heel is down, toes turn out slightly. Hips square off, that right hip is back, left hip pulls forward. Rib cage down, bend to that right knee. Reaching those arms up. Relax through those shoulders. And interlace those fingers behind the back. Open up that chest. And fold. So you may not be able, the shoulder may not come down to that knee. That shoulder may not come down to that knee. There we go. But you can just hover it. Keep that flat back. Just go as low as you can. And inhale, rise. Back up to that warrior one. And then step those feet forward. Hands to the hips. We'll bring that right leg up. Cross that ankle over. Sink those hips down into that chair. And inhale, rise on up, big step back. Into that warrior one, reaching the arms up, bending into that front knee, pressing into that back heel. Bring those hands down, interlace the fingers, open through that chest, and fold. Release those hands. Rise back up. And step both feet forward. Pressing the hips forward. Reaching those arms up and back. And flat back fold. Half lift on that inhale. Plant those hands. Step it back to our plank. Another push up. Lower. Pause. Bring it back up. And lower all the way down onto the stomach. Roll the shoulders down. Back through that chest. Pulling those elbows back. Lifting through that. Through the chest as high as you can. Soften it back. Bring those hips back to a child's pose. Just for a breath. Onto those hands and knees. Step it back to our plank. Another round of mountain climbers. So right knee in, send it back out. Left knee in, send it back out. So that's 2, 3. So alternating 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Pause it in our plank. And send those hips up and back, downward facing dog. Bring that right knee to that right wrist. Foot comes raised into our pigeon. Now option to add in a quad stretch with this. So just bending into that back knee. So we're bending the left knee, we're reaching back with our right hand to grab onto that foot. So a little bit of a twist, but with that, we want to make sure we're not yanking that foot across. We want that to go straight up. Heel is right in line with that left hip. If this doesn't feel great on the knee, or it's just a little bit too much on that hamstring or the quad, you can always just go into the regular pigeon, up to you. Go ahead and release it. Lower onto those forearms, rest leg down. Those hands. Send it back down dog. And we'll bring that left knee to the left wrist. Foot comes across. Right leg slides back. We're going to that quad stretch, so bending into that. Right knee. Left knee will reach back. And pull that foot right towards that hip. And then go ahead and release that foot. Lower onto those forearms. Pausing it for a couple breaths here, resting that head down. To those hands. Step it back, down dog. Now let's step both those feet right behind the hands. Get that wide leg forward or wider, leg forward fold, half lift, lengthen, exhale fold. Heels in, toes out, sink it down, chest is up, knees press out. One more breath. Straight as we fold. Lengthen out, bend into that right knee, twist left arm up, and switch. Re-lengthen, bend into that left knee, right arm reaches up, and fold. And hang here for another breath. And rise up. Just reach up nice and tall. Interlace those fingers, side bend over to that right side. Inhale it back up. Exhale it to the left side. Inhale, bring it back up. Interlace those fingers behind the back. Open up through that chest. And release those hands. Just down to the side. Take that big breath. Even closing that eyes. Big breath in through the nose. Those shoulders rise. Big inhale. Big expansion. There we go. Engage. And exhale it out. And relax, shoulders relax. Get a big, big breath in. And exhale. Let's go. Big breath in. And exhale. Sides open. All right. Thank you all so much. Have a great rest of your day. We do have yoga, all levels, this afternoon at 4:45. So hopefully y'all can make that. Otherwise, I will see you guys tomorrow.